Good morning, everybody, and welcome to December. Today is the 1st of December 2021, and we've got the moon moving into Scorpio, which seems sort of quite appropriate as we're moving towards the approaching solar eclipse in Sagittarius, and it feels like it's that last final deep dive into the depths of this eclipse season. And before the moon moves into Scorpio, it's going to square Pluto and trine Jupiter. So yeah, the square Pluto, that deep dive into our psyche. As I said already this week, we've got Neptune stationing direct. That's at 13:23 UK time. So adjust for your own sort of times. And when I was thinking and meditating about this morning, it just really feels like a deep dive into the universal ocean of consciousness to see sort of what treasure we can find to bring up ready to take forward. So that's how I feel the energies today. Quite optimistic. I thought I'd wear some nice bright colours today in celebration, and that it's the 1st of December. So, yep, some bit of bright orange, joyful, lighten everything up a bit. It feels like we're sort of coming to the next stage, a next step in a long journey that feels like it's dragged on and on and on for a while. So let's see what the cards are going to say. Let's have some Gaia Oracle. Okay, what do we need to know for today? The 1st of December 2021. We're sort of getting towards the end of the year now. It's, for me, it's been a year of trials and tribulations, stepping out of my comfort zone, trusting the direction I'm being taken in. A few times I felt like I've been staring into the abyss. Yeah, I've got a bit of one of those going on at the moment, so it generally works out fine. Yes, over the years I've been doing this. So we're just trusting in the path and seeing what happens. So what messages does Spirit have for us today? What do we need to know for the 1st of December 2021? What messages are there from Spirit for today? Okay, at the bottom of the deck we've got Moonlight Goddess, repressed emotions, healing and reflection. That definitely sounds very Plutonic and Scorpionic today. So that's where we are at the moment. Okay, Night Wind, facing fear, subconscious release and healing. More healing going on from diving deep into the depths. Okay, see this theme, there's Pluto and Scorpio theme. And then we've got purification, fire, bare essentials, the naked truth and wholeness. Okay. Get into the crux of things. Okay, this last, as I said at the beginning, it feels like it's a last deep dive into our psyche, into our depths, to face our shadow side, to bring about healing, yeah, to let go of all the things that we no longer need. And purification, burning off, or shedding everything that we've outgrown, that's just left with the bare essentials. the naked truth and wholeness. And this is making me think of the regeneration card that we had come up yesterday, that sort of get down to sort of our naked treeness, and then the volcanic energy coming up from below to regenerate us anew. Okay, so that feels sort of quite inspiring for today. I'm just going to do some cards. I'm going to do my use the Mary L deck today, and see what messages Tarot has for us. Okay, so what do we need to know for today? What messages has Spirit got for us today on the 1st of December 2021? What do we need to know for today? Any messages that want to come through from Spirit for us? What do we need to know? Oops, I've got a couple coming up there. Okay, we've got 4 coming out there. Just going to put those to one side. What do we need to know for today? Okay. What do we need to know for today? Okay, so we've got the 4. New beginnings, new journeys, stepping out into the first step of a new journey. We've got the 9 of Swords. We've got the Empress. We've got the 3 of Wands. We have the 2 of Cups. The 4 of Wands. Ace of Swords. I think that came out yesterday as well, didn't it? Bit of clarity. And 9 of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands. Card of stepping into your power. And then the cards that fell out, we've got Judgment. 6 of Wands, Seven of Swords, and the Knight of Discs. Okay. So where we find ourselves, we find ourselves on the threshold of a new journey, the Fool. Okay, ready to step off. I think yesterday, did we have Aeon and the Universe? So the bringing to completion, ending, the stepping into a new beginning. So for today, add into that. In the background, the Moon card, subconscious, emotions, instinct, things like that. We've got the 9 of Swords. So we could be a bit sort of anxious about this new journey. Going back to the night wind and the moonlight goddess, facing the anxieties and the fears coming up from the depths to be faced. Not always an easy thing to do, but necessary to be able to sort of move on. Mentally, mind, thinking, communication. We've got the Empress, being creative, tuning into our feminine energies and feminine sides, the intuition, the creative side of our mind. Emotionally, the Venus card, beauty, harmony, attraction, pleasure. We've got the 3 of Wands. And I think that came up yesterday as well, about sort of, you know, what we're wanting to manifest, the direction that we're going to go in. Yeah, actually taking the first steps on the journey. If you remember from sort of previous readings, the Two of Wands sort of stand there, the stakes in the ground, and sort of prospecting and looking out onto the horizon of where you want to go, and what the possibilities are. The Three of Wands is really stepping out and taking the first step. Okay, we've got right in front of us the sun, our core energy, our masculine side, our vitality. We've got the Two of Cups. So on an internal level, that is really harmonising the masculine and the feminine sides of us. We had, I think yesterday, the Two of Discs with the yin yang, and finding that balance between the two sides of us. So it may be now that that internal thing we're starting to take out as we step forward. Okay, could be an external thing, could be, you know, connecting with somebody to work together with. I think that was one of the themes from yesterday as well, wasn't it? A leg up. Okay, so somebody may come into your life and, you know, with help and support for you. Then Mars card, the will, the direction, how we're taking action, our creativity. We've got the Four of Wands. We're stepping through that portal now. I think sort of today with Neptune going direct, that last deep dive into our fears and the subconscious and our psyche. We're just pulling everything together now, ready to sort of pass the portal of the solar new moon solar eclipse on Saturday in Sagittarius. Okay, also with this Four of Wands, I also see it as connecting heaven and earth together as well, the roots sinking deep into the earth and drawing up the nutrients and the energy, and the leaves and the branches reaching up skyward, drawing in solar energy. So just really drawing everything in that we need from heaven and earth, so that we're ready to take action. The Jupiter card, good luck, good fortune, what's working for us, expansion. We've got the Ace of Swords. We've got clarity, or we're getting clarity. What we're bringing up, the treasure that we're bringing up from the depths, is giving us clarity for this next part of the journey. In the Saturn position, limitations, self-discipline, timing, obstacles, organisation, things like that. We've got the Nine of Wands, and for me the Nine of Wands is about balancing our internal and external, inner strength and outer strength in equal qualities. Making sure we've got that in place, and if we haven't, taking the time to do that first. And that sort of ties in with the card from the bottom of the deck. The King of Wands is really about stepping into your power. Okay, so by balancing here, it allows us to step into our power, our purification, letting go of anything that sort of doesn't serve us anymore. And then the cards that fell out, okay, so we've got Judgment, and in this one we've got a beautiful phoenix. It's sort of rising from the ashes, death and rebirth, which I think sort of has been this journey over the last couple of months, paired with the Six of Wands, victory, moving out towards sort of victory. A warning, we've got the Seven of Swords. This could be tying into sort of looking at sort of how we aren't always honest with ourselves, and, you know, not always facing our fears, our anxieties and things, repressed emotions, but really as we're letting that go and doing the work, we can transform that for the new beginning. The Knight of Discs is patience, doing the work. There are no shortcuts. It's a slow, steady pace, uncovering. It's almost like sort of, it makes me think of sort of, you know, peeling the layers of an onion. You know, we take off the surface layers and go deeper and deeper. You can't sort of miss steps out or, you know, skim over things. It's just one step at a time, moving forward, and just patience. It is all coming together. We don't want to ruin that by racing out into the wrong direction. Okay, so being in ourselves, feeling our energy, our power, being centered, and within that, so we have, as we go forward, we have balance, and we're not sort of knocking ourselves off balance. Okay, I'm just going to do a work your light card to go with this. Just see sort of what the messages are. Messages of support from Work Your Light Oracle deck, please. What do we need to know about the energies of today? The 1st of December 2021. Sort of also the cards that come out on the 1st of the month for me often will give a clue about sort of the energies of the whole month. So let's see, what do we need to know for today? Oops, there we go. That one. Okay, so interesting cards. We've got Lemuria. Okay, creating heaven on earth, it's happening. This is making me think of the Empress card from the tarot reading, and about connecting to the feminine energies and things, and also the Four of the Four of Wands, connecting heaven and earth. We can sort of create a paradise in this world for us. And the other card I was drawn to is Break the Chains, Ancestral Patterns Healing, Rewriting the Future. Okay, so this one I think ties in with the Moonlight Goddess and the Night Winds and the deep diving into our psyche and the universal oceans of consciousness. And being able to break the ancestral patterns so that we can heal ourselves and change the future. Creating our heaven on earth, both personally and also sort of throughout the collective. Okay, just checking to see if everything else is jumping out at me. Oh, itchy nose. Normally if I get an itchy nose, during readings, then it's a sign. Ooh, spirits telling me I'm on the right track. Okay, so that's today's reading. If you resonate with this reading or any of my others, please like, share and subscribe. And if you want notifications of when I put readings out, then click on the wiggly bell. If you'd like a personal reading from me, then please contact me at the email address below here, spiritoflifealchemy@gmail.com, and we can arrange and sort out a reading for you. Until next time, have a wonderful time, a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.